Archery at the 2016 Summer Paralympics will be held between 10 and 17 September 2016 at the Sambadrome Marquês de Sapucaí in the Maracana zone of Rio de Janeiro, and shall consist of 9 events. The makeup of those events has changed substantially from the 2012 Games, and now consists of 3 men's events, 3 women's events and 3 events for mixed-gender teams. Men, women and mixed teams will each compete in 2 events for compound bow, one for wheelchair athletes, the other open, and an open event for recurve bow, the bow used for all Olympic events. Classification and events. Paralympic archers are given a classification depending on the type and extent of their disability. The classification system allowed archers to compete against others with a similar level of function. The categories have been reduced by 1 for 2016, with the 2 wheelchair classifications combined, and the replacement of standing with an open category. The W1 classification for wheelchair archers has been retained. There are 2 categories of competition in Paralympic archery. Open athletes have an impairment in the legs and use a wheelchair, or have a balance impairment and shoot standing or resting on a stool. Open category athletes may shoot in 6 events, in both recurve or compound competitions, under standard rules. W1 athletes may have impairment in the legs and make use of a wheelchair. W1 athletes may shoot either a recurve or a compound bow modified from standard rules, across 3 events. There are no separate competitions for the 2 disciplines, and in practice the W1 contests will be predominantly compound bow, as these take less power to wield than the recurve. A third category, V1, for visually impaired archers, is not part of the 2016 Games. Qualification. Individual events. A National Paralympic Committee may be allocated a maximum of 13 qualification slots across the 9 events, except for the NPCs of the 2015 Para-Archery World Champions. It may also qualify a maximum of 3 archers per individual event, and may field a team of 1 man and 1 woman in the mixed-gender team events, selected from individual qualifiers. The majority of quota places are awarded for performances in the 2015 World Championships and the Continental Qualification events. A smaller number are then awarded, if applicable, to the host nation, to the highest-ranked archers at a final Paralympic qualifying tournament, and under the discretion of the tripartite committee. Mixed team events. There is no direct qualification for the mixed pairs events, and an NPC may enter 1 team per event if they have qualified those archers from individual events. However, since Rio 2016 quota places in individual events were awarded to the top finishers in the equivalent mixed pairs event at the 2015 World Para-Archery Championships in Dunau, Germany, a minimum number of teams per event is guaranteed. Competition schedule. Competition lasts from 10 to the 17th of September, each day from the 11th of September. 10th September being the ranking round for all archers, contains a morning and afternoon session, and will see at least 1 set of medals awarded. The full daily schedule is set out below.